Welcome back to VHawks Podcast. I'm your co-host, Tyler, and with me is Matt. Matt, say hi to the people.
So
All right, and we're gonna get into some predictions for Week 15. We got a whole month of regular season football left. Then we've got playoff football. Will our teams make it? Not looking great, but we're gonna try. And like we said, if either of our teams make it, we're gonna be streaming the games. So definitely stay tuned for that. That will be a face reveal most likely, and it will also be live time reactions, and it won't be planned videos where we're sitting behind a screen. So definitely will be more lively and would like to chat with you guys if you guys are able to during that. Would like to be a good community exercise sort of thing, kind of grow our community for next year. Something we've always kind of wanted to do. So hopefully we get a chance to at least do a game or two there. But
or we'll
at this
just pick the
point,
best game.
we just got or we might we exactly we might just end up having to pick the best game if our teams don't make it. So um that'll be how we do that there. But otherwise, we're gonna get into some predictions, and at this point, I think as long as you say words, you have justification for your pick. I have no I'm not gonna question any pick really
Well,
at
after
this
going
point.
six and nine last week, I have decided to give up on any analysis. I will just be saying my picks. If you would like to analyze, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
Just warning you, I will just be saying what I'm picking.
I went 5-10. I would have gone 8-7 had I actually stuck with some of my gut feelings from last week. So which just tells me that I should go with gut feelings. So that's
Okay, my
exactly what I
friend.
did. So hopefully I will not be swayed to change them. All right. Starting off with the Chargers at Las Vegas. We now have two backup quarterbacks here, and I'm going to take the Raiders.
I am going with the Chargers. I guess I'll say something real quick just because we picked different. Raiders, their offense couldn't do jack anything against your injured up team, and the Chargers will
But
actually
our injuries are on the offense, my friend, or on the defense. Yeah, on the offense. Defense does not have too many.
still. The Chargers after Herbert went out was actually moving the ball decently well, and Quentin Johnson had like double his yards after Herbert went out, which was weird. So,
Another oddity among Drake London as well of that week.
but I just feel like the Chargers will be able to actually have some sort of offense and probably can score three or more points. The first team to six wins.
Most likely. Yeah. You'll see throughout these picks that I'm typically going to choose the most experienced backup quarterback for a lot of these matchups. So Vegas is my start because O'Connell has at least played in more games this season. Who even is the Chargers backup?
I have no clue.
Exactly, that's what I don't even know who it is. So at least the Raiders have a team. They're not going up against a top 10 defense this week, and they're at home again, so they should be fine. Max Crosby's going to wreck that rookie quarterback or whoever it is, the backup.
And no
So
disrespect to the backup of the Chargers, I just don't know your name, and I'm sorry. I just don't.
exactly, I
Chargers a
don't watch
lot.
Chargers games except for when they played the Vikings, and that's one of their wins this season. Um, Moving on, to continue my trend there, and also just because I don't care, we're not saving our teams for last. I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals because Jake Browning has looked great throughout his time with the Bengals since Joe Burrow has gotten hurt. He's been in the bright lights for a few weeks now, whereas Nick Mullins was in it for a quarter, give or take another few minutes last week. So I will be going with Jake Browning in the Bengals, as also they are not completely injured on the offensive side of the ball other than Joe Burrow. So give me the Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals as well. That's all I gotta say about that. Just
Yep, just gotta hope our defense can win us the game again. We're the new Steelers.
bad thing is they have a good enough wide receiver where scoring 3 points might not be enough for you. I'm sorry, Tyler.
We don't have Josh Dobbs this time. We got Nick Mullins.
6 points might not be enough, Tyler.
I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping for the best, but I am expecting the worst. And
Actually,
I'm
since he got put in the fourth quarter, you need to score more than 12 points, Tyler.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say give him some credit. I mean, he didn't really get he, again. He didn't have practice, so we're gonna see how he does with practice. He's actually a system quarterback who will benefit from practice, unlike Dobbs, who seemed to get worse with practice. Um, moving on, I'm continuing my trend. Indianapolis is my pick because Gardner Minshew has played for a longer period of time this season than Mitch Trubisky has. Also, Mitch Trubisky lost to the Patriots. I don't care about anything else. That's my reasoning. Colts.
My only reasoning is going to be summed up as this. I'm going with the Colts. I'm not picking the Steelers again until they show me that they can win and actually win with an offense.
Yep. All right, Denver at the Lions, which arguably this could be the best game of the week
There's not that
because
many
you've
good
got
ones.
you've got a great offense with Detroit and you've got the hottest team in the NFL in Denver. Um Personally, Detroit is going to be looking to bite some kneecaps after that game against the Bears and it's back at home. So I'm going to take Detroit, but I am not going to be surprised in the slightest if the Broncos win.
I've lost my shenanigans. I'm going with the Broncos. Until the Broncos lose, I have no reason to doubt them. I know the Texans was an oddity.
I was about to say
Stroud's
they have lost.
the Strouds are something you don't want to mess it with. They'll blow up your car. Um,
Shout out to Tom Grossi.
but also the Lions, I have lost a lot of confidence in them in the past few weeks.
Yep.
Um, and I just feel like Jared Goff has been making a lot of mistakes. What has Denver been really great at? Getting the other team to commit mistakes. And yes, Russell Wilson had a few turnovers last week, but overall this season he's been pretty good at protecting the ball. And I just feel like because of the mistakes Jared Goff will make, Denver's going to be able to pull away. It's going to be a tight game, most likely. It'll probably come down to the final 1 to 2 drives, but I think
Yep.
that turnover battle will really decide this game, and I feel like Denver will pull that one out.
I agree. I'm still gonna stick with the Lions pick though. Like I honestly feel like I should pick the Broncos, but I'm not going to. So um I don't know. Just something in me tells me Detroit is gonna win it. All right, the Bears at Cleveland, which if you had told me about this game a few weeks ago, I would have said, "Oh, this is snooze fest. Cleveland's just gonna destroy them." The Bears have picked up traction lately. They have looked great on offense. Um, well, then again, they did play Detroit. Um, but they've stacked a few wins. Um, Problem is they're now facing a defense who is top 10, like the Vikings, but also with a competent offense, unlike the Vikings, um, who are in week 3 of Josh Dobbs at the time. We will be taking Cleveland here,
Joe
or at least
Flacco
I will
shall
be. Sorry,
rise again.
Joe Flacco, Sarah again. All right. Next, we've got the Falcons. Or no, that's not on the list. That's on my phone list, but not on this list. We have Tampa Bay taking on Green Bay. So here's the thing. I picked Green Bay to beat the Giants, thinking that they actually would, and then I was going to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat them this week because that's what I thought was going to happen. But because the Giants beat Green Bay, I'm going to pick Green Bay to win this week because this time they actually probably will win because we're expecting them to lose after getting beat by the Giants. So
I'm going against the grain. I'm going with the Buccaneers. Buccaneers have had a bit of a, or I guess they won last week. Or no, did they?
they did. They beat the Falcons.
Wait, no. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
You're right. I feel like
Yeah.
they will take that win and move on with it. I feel like that loss on Sunday night for Green Bay is going to be something that stings. Uh,
Monday night.
Monday night, whatever, same thing. I think it's going to be something that lingers into that game. Also, Buccaneers having an extra day of rest.
Hmm.
I just feel like the Buccaneers will be able to pull this one out.
I hope you're right. I'll gladly give you parts of the comeback by you being right about picking Packers opponents. I will always be happy with that. All right. The Houston Texans taking on the Titans. Call me crazy. But regardless of if CJ Stroud plays, I'm going to go with the Titans.
My vote will be depending on if Stroud plays. If Stroud plays, I feel like the Texans will pull it out. If he is not playing, I will be going with the Titans.
Yep, I'm going with Titans regardless. At this point, I don't care. I don't have the energy in it to switch. I didn't switch Cleveland against Jacksonville, even though Trevor Lawrence was playing. I'm not going to switch Tennessee if CJ Stroud's playing. Granted, Texans are still a good team without CJ Stroud, so you know could happen either way. It's also a division game. Don't really care. Just gut feeling Tennessee. All right, now here's where things get interesting. Miami has another home game in December. The Jets just beat the Texans. Can they get two in a row for like the first time this season? Because I don't think they have won two in a row this season. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like they have. I'm saying yes. Give me the Jets. And I'm not even BSing you. I'm actually picking the Jets.
No. I feel like Miami's going to come back into this game with a bit more hunger to bounce back. We've seen these two teams play already. I feel like Zach Wilson will come stumbling back to earth, and we will see Miami win another game under against an under 500 team, and then they'll lose against above 500 team. So we're gonna get back to trends on this one.
Yeah. We'll see. I just got a weird feeling about it that the Dolphins are beatable, man. That's a division matchup. That Jets defense is another top 10 defense. I don't know.
I'm gonna need you one day to list down the top 10 defenses because I hear a lot of top 10
All right, hold on,
defense.
hold on, hold on. I'll do it right now.
Oh
I'll do it right.
God,
This is
Kyle,
in no
not
particular. Hold on, hold on. I'll go. I'll go real quick, man. This is right now because there. I got all the teams on the board. All right. This is in no particular order. I'm just gonna go from top to bottom. All right. We got Minnesota. We got Denver. We've got Cleveland. Let's see. I'm trying to just gather everything here. We got Dallas, San Fran. Uh, hold on. Who else do I want my top 10? Jets. I'm just looking around. I'm trying to find it. Baltimore. Um, I could put Philly in there, but after last week, I don't really know if they deserve it. Um, did I say Pittsburgh yet? I said Denver, Pittsburgh, um, Tampa Bay, and Kansas City. There you go. Top 10. In no particular order. Tampa Bay is probably number 10.
you
Um, huh?
okay.
Yeah. And it might even be interchangeable with Atlanta. I don't know. Number 10 is kind of the weird one, but I'm pretty confident with the other nine. Um, but yeah, and that's with what 30 seconds of thought there. Um, but yeah, I mean, when just looking at the team, yeah, you got to look at it that way. Anyway, Kansas City at the Patriots. Kansas City's gonna bounce back. They're not going to lose to the Patriots.
Oh, we missed a game.
Hmm?
We missed a game. Actually, no, never mind. It's this one. What did ESPN do to this list this week? What the hell?
Yeah, I was gonna say the app is. I made that mistake earlier because yeah, the app had yeah. So um,
Thanks,
so yeah,
ESPN.
so you picked Miami, I picked the Jets, and I just picked Kansas City. Who are you picking?
Kansas City.
Okay,
Patriots suck. Yeah.
okay. The Giants at the Saints. Give me the Giants 2 in a row, just like the Jets.
Well, Saints just absolutely clobbered. I know you said it was close for what, a half, and that was it against the
Mhm.
Panthers. I feel like they'll take that into this game. Giants just got off an emotional Monday night win against the Packers. I just feel like they'll get into this one, be emotionally exhausted, and the Saints will pull this one out.
Yeah. I, hey, I agree. By logic, you're right. By NFL logic, I don't know. So,
Well, I
so
think you
I
mean
told.
the Tyler, I think you mean the NFL 2023-2024 season logic.
True, true. I do. That's exactly what I
Every
mean.
other year, I would be right. This year,
Hmm. Yeah,
Saints will probably get blown out by 30.
exactly. So, hence my pick of the Giants. I told you, and we both told each other we're picking some upsets. So that's
I,
exactly what
I
we're
think
doing.
we can get through this next pick pretty easily. The Falcons,
I'm picking the Falcons as well. Yes. Moving on. Geez, the app is really messed up.
Rams,
I have the Rams. 49ers,
San Fran,
Cowboys.
Buffalo.
Yeah, that one, honestly, Buffalo's done great since they fired their offensive coordinator. Dallas has beaten competent teams. So honestly, that should be the best game of the week.
Should
I mean,
It'll
should
probably be 7-6.
probably. Yeah. So I'm excited to see that game. That's gonna have playoff implications potentially, and it's an NFC versus an AFC team. So that's interesting to see. And for once, I think the Cowboys are actually good. Like good.
Well, no,
That's
usually
scary.
they
That
are
scares me.
good, and then
So
they choke. They're
yeah.
not to the
So
playoffs yet, Tyler.
I thought that was gonna happen with the Philly game,
Well, no, we're not
but
to the playoffs yet. Just wait. Just wait.
okay, that I feel better about my Cowboys pick already for this game. It's not it's not playoffs. Exactly. So by logic, you'd be right with picking the Bills, but with the 2023 season, I'm picking the Cowboys. All right.
It's just
Next
like
up,
the
we've
song
got
says. They're the accident waiting to happen. Just wait.
yep. But hey, I called when the Colts would happen. It happened last week. Dallas isn't happening yet.
I
They're
think you
winning
said the
this week.
Colts was like 2 weeks ago or something like that. I don't know.
No, they won 2 weeks ago.
Oh
They
well,
lost last week because I called it last week. They were on a hot streak.
I don't know.
You picked the Colts last week because they were winning.
Moving on.
Exactly. My logic is my own logic. My madness is my own madness. There we go.
To
Okay,
anyone
Baltimore.
listening, we're recording this at 11:46 p.m. I'm just trying to get this over with.
Same here. I think we're both running on fumes. Both of us have very busy schedules outside of the podcast, in case anyone doesn't know. Baltimore taking on Jacksonville. This is what probably will end up being the best game because it's not going to be broadcasted as one of the best. Um, but props to the NFL for finally having decent primetime games here, other than the Thursday night game. Um,
And Pittsburgh and
give me
Indianapolis.
the Ravens because they're just I mean, they're not Niners level in the AFC, but they're the team to beat in the AFC. So give me the
Tyler,
Ravens.
forget one thing. They're not at home.
Yeah, I know.
We're
I don't
going with
care.
the Jags.
I don't care, man. I don't care. I'm picking the Ravens. Because normally, with logic, cats eat birds. But in this logic, the bird's gonna eat the cat.
What?
See, I knew there'd be some reaction to that. All right, so hold on. Little nature lesson, Matt. In the wild, part of a cat's diet, if they can successfully hunt one, is a bird.
I'm about
Jacksonville.
to kick you off this call in 5 seconds. We can end the podcast right now.
We've got one pick left, man. Just stay with me. Give me the Ravens to continue being great. All right. Last but not least, we've got Monday night's game, and joke's on you if you thought I was going to give my pick first.
No, that's how this works. You got to go first.
No, we usually switch off at half. I picked every game first except for this one.
Guess what, baby? We're on that copium. I said in the earlier episode, Seattle has to win this game to have any chance. We're going with Seattle comes out, beats the ever living you know what out of the Eagles. The Eagles still suck and are not physical at all. Eagles think they're about to coming into this game with a cakewalk. They get slapped around on a Monday night. We're going with the Seahawks, baby. Let's go.
I honestly respect it that you know what? Usually, usually I be logical with the Seattle
Join me.
picks, and I usually get them correct.
Join me.
But you know what? At this point, Lumen Field, the amount of false starts that are going to keep Philly out of 4th and 1s, give me the Seahawks.
Also, Geno Smith would have over 2 weeks of rest from his groin injury
For
and
anyone
other
listening,
injuries.
the pick I for anyone listening to recap, I picked the Jets and the Giants to win this week, and the pick I have the least amount of confidence in is Seattle.
Because I have no confidence either. I'm just hoping with all hope that my copium right now, like we got K9 back. Hopefully Devin Witherspoon will be back so we have both of our corners playing and we don't have Love either facing AJ Brown or Devontae Smith and getting 200 yards ran on him every single play.
Oh, the hold on, wait, well, I gotta call timeout. Hold on, sorry, timeout, timeout taken by Tyler. No, you're not swaying me. I'm not changing my picks. I told you off camera that I was not gonna let you pick it. You almost got away with it. You almost swayed me, but
You
no.
said your pick. You can't change it back now.
Philadelphia. It was the one I tapped on the screen, so damn it, it's the one I'm keeping. It's 11:50. This is the prime opportunity of when you can get me to switch picks. So no, the one I had tapped beforehand was the Eagles, which is why I was so silent. And I was like, you know what, I could go with him and go on the Seattle for the copium. But no, I'm not. You hated on the Eagles earlier. That's what reminded me of it. And I'm like, you know what? No, it's Philadelphia. I'm sticking with my guns. I picked them first. I was gonna join you, but honestly, I'm hoping that since I picked Philadelphia, the universe is going to bless you up with a win. So hopefully that happens.
All I gotta say is hopefully next Tuesday I'm celebrating a win, or it's gonna be a long next 3 weeks. Because
Oh,
if
I hope
Seattle
you are too,
loses,
dude.
huh?
I hope you're celebrating a win too, dude. I'm just saying, like last week, I could have had a winning record in that hectic week had I just stuck to my guns. And your comments made me switch. So I made a promise to not switch any of my picks, and I did indeed pick the Eagles. So I'm sticking to my promise to myself. As much as I do want the Seattle for everyone watching, I do with all my heart want Seattle to win this game because I want Minnesota and Seattle to both make the postseason. That is my goal. That has always been my goal with this podcast. So let's get that to happen. And usually when I pick teams, stuff goes against me. So by picking the Eagles, I'm hoping I'm helping Matt out.
You know
Well,
what? We're doubling down, Tyler.
you go into the Eagles
We're
now.
going with the Eagles.
How did we have... So let's get this straight. You got me to switch to the Seahawks. Then I realized it was late at night and it was like, no, I'm not going to let you sway me. I'll go back to the Eagles. Then you're like, no, I'll go to the Eagles too.
I pulled the double reverse on you. You weren't expecting it.
It's too
Ladies and
late for
gentlemen, this
this
is the
crap,
reason why you do
man.
not do a podcast at 12 o'clock at night every
It is
Tuesday
too
night.
late for this. Good thing I already showered because I'm going straight to bed.
Bro, Jesus Christ, Tyler.
I don't care. That's not even TMI for the podcast. Everybody's got a shower. If hey, you know what? And in fact, if you're out there and you haven't showered in the past day, go take a shower.
And then wear some deodorant.
You need to be cleanly. That's just a PSA. That's just a friendly tip. And if you needed that friendly tip, you should probably go seek out some others because that's just gross if
And
you
you
don't
should
shower.
subscribe because you got the tip from here.
Exactly. Facts.
We're not
All
telling
right.
stories, we're changing lives, baby.
We're
God.
changing lives. One
Oh,
viewer
it's 12
at a
o'clock and it's
time.
too late for this mess. I have lost all sanity, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time we probably end this, or I'm just going to be going down this rabbit hole and I don't know where it's going to end, Tyler.
So have I. So many Uno reverse cards. We had a nature lesson. Birds apparently eat cats now. And New York teams win. What is this? I don't know. But
Tyler, I went off this ride.
this is NFL Week 15 predictions. I'm smiling and sad at the same time.
Holy shit, it's week 15.
I don't understand these emotions. I don't know how to process them. So like all good NFL fans and I feel like men in general, I'm just gonna keep them inside and do nothing with them.
What I was going to say when we were reviewing the Titans Miami game earlier is I'm at that part of the season where I'm so tired of the NFL. I just don't care anymore because it's all just a bad product right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's week 15. In
If
about 2 months, I'm going to be miserable wanting NFL back
if the Super Bowl is not the Niners Ravens, I don't want it unless it has the Vikings in it,
or Seahawks.
which which is so unlikely. Yeah, I mean honestly, yeah, I'd love the Seattle Seahawks in it too.
You know what? No, never mind. Scratch that one.
I'm just saying it's very unlikely for either of those teams to be in the Super Bowl.
You know what? Give me another Detroit, Kansas City because that was a fun game. And Kadarius Toney has a game-winning pass for a touchdown, or he's catching a touchdown, but he stepped out of bounds beforehand.
Give me a Super Bowl where somebody on the Lions actually does bite off a kneecap, and then the Chiefs lose because it was Mahomes' knee.
Or Kelsey.
Huh?
Or Kelsey's, or all the
Or Kelsey.
quarterbacks go and chew every other wide receiver on the roster except Kadarius Toney, so he's the only wide receiver available. Okay,
Man,
we need to end this.
yeah,
We are too far gone.
we are, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. The Super Bowl we want to see at this point is San Fran and the Ravens.
I
In
still want
terms
to
of
do San
quality
Fran, but there's nobody else.
for the NFC. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Granted, that's not the team you want, but
Maybe the Eagles. Eagles Ravens would be fun. A
you know
physical
what?
Super
No,
Bowl.
Matt, Matt. As much as you got to hear me out on this one.
No.
All right. You're gonna hate the first part of this, but you're gonna
No,
love the ending.
no,
Ravens, Cowboys.
no. You
The
can't get there,
Cowboys.
Tyler.
Hold on, the Cowboys are not in either of our divisions, so
No,
we don't really care that much. But as we all know, they're the accident waiting to happen.
no,
The
but
Rams
they
went to a
can't get
Super
to the
Bowl. Let
Super
me
Bowl.
finish. Let me finish. Please,
Uh,
please. We're off the rails already. Just let me get my point across.
please do.
The one of the worst Super Bowls in recent memory was the Rams Patriots because the Rams traveled all that way just to kick a field goal. Well, imagine the Cowboys traveling to do nothing and the Ravens score and the Ravens win 3-0.
Well, no, Tyler, you know the meme that all Super Bowls will be played at AT&T Stadium because there will never be a home Super Bowl ever again.
Right.
We need the meme to stay alive, Tyler.
Yeah, that's
We need,
true.
we need the accident waiting to happen to not even get to the NFC Championship.
You know what? You're right. You're right, Matt. You're in order to get there too, we need an even more off the rails kick. So here it comes. We want a dogfight of a match, right? We want something with so much aerial attacks and assaults that we want the skies littered with footballs. And I'm sure you've been putting up on all my bird references. Give me the Ravens and the Falcons. Let's shock the world.
God, Jesus Christ.
The NFC South becomes good in the playoffs somehow. Don't know
That
how.
game's going to be like 45-14.
Desmond Ritter puts up otherworldly numbers in the NFC
What type of
playoffs.
Madden simulation bull are you spouting? Okay, in the episode, Tyler,
At the end of the day, I'm just trying to find a team that both of us wouldn't really care, made the Super Bowl, and then lost to
Detroit.
the Ravens.
Well,
That's in
let's
my
say,
division.
I don't care. Detroit, Miami. You're welcome, writers.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, that would be a bad. No, but the script's already written. I mean, nah, never mind. I don't. It's just no. It's too much.
You know
We've
what?
got a month left, and then we've got playoffs. It's so much to do.
Give me Denver and the Eagles.
I don't want to repeat Super Bowl, man. Or I mean, not,
That's a
not
repeat?
repeat. No, I mean repeat. Team from the Super Bowl. Um, I don't want to. I don't want to see the Chiefs or the Eagles in it.
You know what?
But
Give me Denver versus Tampa Bay.
I
The
mean, hey,
battle of forgotten quarterbacks.
you're you're putting Russell Wilson and Baker Mayfield on the same level of forgotten quarterbacks. That is no. The Browns and the Vikings for Battle of the Injured.
Mm. If only Cleveland. I need the.
If only I would take Ravens Cleveland in a heartbeat.
Yes. Make that the AFC championship and that can be the Super Bowl. I don't care about the NFC.
Yeah, like the Chiefs Bills was that one year. That was amazing.
Yeah, just make Cleveland, but it has to be Joe Flacco at QB.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's it.
Joe Flacco has to stay healthy.
Joe Flacco versus Lamar Jackson, the battle of the
Ravens
old
quarterbacks.
and his whatever. It'll basically
Two
be like Tom
the
Brady
battle of two
versus
of the best
Mahomes.
quarterbacks in Ravens history,
It'll basically
right?
be like what happened a couple of years ago with Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl of the old versus the new, and then the old basically kicked the new's ass. So yeah, Patrick
Mhm.
Mahomes will never be the GOAT. Confirmed. GG the end. Shake my hand.
Yep. Now I do have one last potential matchup to suggest before this night comes to a close. For those of you that follow Tom Grossi, we all know that the really, really good Super Bowl would be Papa Cacaw, Baltimore Ravens versus Wildflower Turquoise and the Washington Commanders after a huge
Tyler, there's
win
no
streak.
way.
Hey, Commanders win out. They finish 8-9, 7 seed, win out.
No, I don't want Sam Howell to get to the Super Bowl.
They're not eliminated. Yeah, okay, he can be injured. Whoever their backup is.
What, Taylor Heineke again?
Well, he's on the Falcons, but sure.
Oh
I don't
no.
like. I'm just saying, if we want to go to Tom Grossi and we want to have characters in the Super Bowl, I'd love to see what that's about. Because maybe he could write a story where Papa Cacaw is like a
Tyler, okay,
long
all right,
lost
all right,
friend
all right, all right, all
of
right.
Eugene.
Rein it in, rein it in. All right, let's end this.
Yep. All right.
You're too
Cool.
far gone.
Too far gone. It's too late at night. We have our picks. We'll see how we do. Both of us did very poorly last week. I don't think much is going to change.
No. It'll probably just be a chalk week where all the upsets we pick, we just get absolutely obliterated.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll split them exactly. Like we'll get one upset correct and one upset wrong, each of us, so that way we're even in the end. That's probably what will happen.
Though I'm only 4 games behind you now.
Um, Probably. I'm
You went
130 and whatever the other number is.
130,
Yeah.
126. Okay, I'm pulling back in.
Well, yeah, you got a game back last week.
Yeah,
So,
just making sure.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
130 and 78, I think. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't really care. For those of you that don't know, I won my I leapfrogged somebody to get into fantasy playoffs. The Vikings won, and everybody the Vikings needed to lose lost. So I had a great week, other than picks. So I'll gladly have my picks suffer if my team continues to win and my fantasy team continues to win. So
Man, I only have a 60% like prediction rate right now. I've only
you're at
gotten
sweet
60% of the picks right.
6-0
Yeah.
for the season.
Yes.
There's no way.
How
I'm
many
at
do you have?
95.
That's a percentile, Tyler.
Oh, the percent. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I thought you meant the percentile because that's usually what we talk about. So I was like, there's no way you're 35% below me with 4 games. Um, did you just calculate yours?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. 130 divided by 208. I'm at 62.5%.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I don't hey, I think all both of us wanted was to just be above 500.
Yeah.
So, I
But we are
mean,
slowly creeping back down.
we are. I mean, but theoretically, as long as I get like 3 or 4 games right every week, I'm safe. So,
Bro being selfish now, I see.
or actually, hold on. So let's see. 32 would bring it back
Okay,
to.
all right. We can do this afterwards. Just
I don't know anymore. But yeah, all right. Thank you all for watching. It's been a long season, but we're still here,
can we get to the draft yet?
and we've
That would be
got you.
fun.
No, first we've got to see the Vikings somehow pull off an upset in the playoffs. And
The
Seattle.
Giants will somehow get there and kick your ass again.
See, here's the thing. That would require Minnesota to win a playoff game first. And the Giants.
Well, yeah.
So I'd be happy with that. I I like you think that would make me mad? That requires Minnesota to win a playoff game. I'm happy.
Well,
That means
actually,
we make
no, no,
playoffs
no,
and
no, no,
win.
no, no, no. Lions choke all the rest of their games. You get enough to get through, and then the Giants slip in, and you play each other.
The Giants would not beat the Lions out for the 6th seed. They don't have a they wouldn't have enough wins. They would tie Detroit. I don't know if they would have that record. If they would have that comp, that would be interesting. Actually, to look that up. If the Giants win out and the then Detroit loses out, who has the tiebreaker?
This is
That's
just a
interesting.
hypothetical, and you're taking this way too seriously.
Well, I know. I'm just saying the chances of Minnesota and the Giants playing in the first round are like less than one.
They might be zero. I'm just saying this is a joke. You're taking it way too seriously, Tyler.
I am, but
Yeah.
yeah, I got you. It's late at night, man.
Okay,
But all
you
right,
want to end this, or do I need to say
we got it.
peace?
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, off of Vikings and Seahawks wins. Thank you all who stay tuned, and we can't wait for the streaming games to actually happen.
Almost there.
Matt, call us out.
I can't find my mouse.
Signature phrase.
Peace.